Grade, I'm going to challenge you today. Watching the video, you're going to have to learn how to listen and watch the video and work at the same time. So to start off with, we're going down in our dock down to Google Chrome, the red, green, yellow, and blue, and we're going to go up to your Symbaloo. You don't have near the bookmarks I have, but up here you should have Symbaloo. And down here where we went last week to Pencil Madness, you should be fairly familiar with this. And then to Sketch. The benefit to doing this, oh, there's my picture from last week. I'm going to trash that. If you have one up here, you remember what the trash can is. The benefit to doing it on audio is you can pause me if you want to, or you can back it up and listen again if you forgot something. Now, I know you did a celery project with Mrs. Grant, and so I'm going to have you draw a picture of the stages of what you did. And so you're going to start out with, and I didn't do this project, so I don't know exactly how it works, but you'll draw your celery, and celery's maybe a little difficult to draw. I don't know exactly what it looks like. Maybe something like this. There's my celery stalk, and it's not green, and that's all I'm going to do for the first step, and I am done. And there are three buttons you have to hit and hold down at the same time: Shift, Command. Command is right next to your spacebar on either side. So Shift, Command, and then the number 4, all three of them, and then you get a crosshairs like this. We've done this before, it's been a while. And then in the upper corner, I'm going to take a picture of my entire palette. And then let go. So I click and drag, let go. And that's going to be picture 1, and that'll go to my desktop. It should be right here. It is. There's my picture of my celery. Sweet. There it is. Wonderful. Okay, now back in Google, I am going to show the next step. So if this is step 1, what did you do after you had the celery? You got a glass of water. So we're going to draw this lovely glass of water. And I believe, I don't know what you guys did. I wasn't in your class. But it looked like from the pictures that you filled it up with some kind of liquid. So that's going to be step 2, and I'm going to go Shift Command 4, and I'm going to snap a picture of that. And then step 3, what would step 3 be? Step 3, I believe you took the celery and put it into the water. Now I can't pick it up and move it that I'm aware of. If you figure out a way to do that, good for you. I don't know how to do that. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to erase my celery altogether. Goodbye, celery. Oh no. You know what? It might be easier. I'm going to undo that. It's going to be easier to redraw my water. So I'm going to get my eraser, and I'm going to get a really big eraser for big mistakes. There we go. And erase this. So what you're going to want to do, as you're watching this, you have different tabs open. So you're watching this in YouTube. When I click up here, I can open a new tab. So if you click up here, you can go to Symbaloo up here, and you can pause your YouTube video on this other tab. So you go to Symbaloo, and you go to Pencil Madness, and go to Sketch. And so you have that in one tab, and you have YouTube in the other. I hope that makes sense for you. That way you can just shift back and forth. You can watch a little bit in YouTube. So YouTube, you can be watching me on here, and pause it, and then go work a little bit. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to draw that, that cup. And it looks a little bit different, but that's okay. Shift Command 4, snap my picture. And what I want you to do is kind of explain the process without words to start out with. And then I'm going to show how the purple started going up into the celery, and Shift Command 4. And we'll do it one more time. I'm going to make it go a little bit higher. Yeah, I don't know if it actually went this high or not. Like I said, I wasn't in your science class. I want you to get 5 different pictures though. And then I am done. So keep the YouTube video open, but go ahead and close out of Pencil Madness. For now, you can just click the yellow button. That'll minimize it and bring it down here. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into PowerPoint, and we're going to explain the process of what is happening. So, PowerPoint, here she comes. You can choose whatever template you want. The template is just the different background designs. And scroll up, scroll down, don't spend too much time on it. And if you want to, you can change the default colors, the colors that come automatically with it. You can change your font style, but don't spend too much time on it. And then you can change it to be widescreen if you want instead of standard, which is 4:3. Again, if I'm going too fast, pause me, rewind me. I'm going to click choose, and I'm going to put my celery project by Mr. Anand. And if there are more than one of you doing the project, just put both your names. Now I'm going to click off and use 2 fingers, click at the exact same time, go to new slide, and here I'm going to put step 1. And now down here in the corner I have this there are 3 lines in the corner. I can drag it over to the side, and I'm going to drag in my first picture of celery. Ka-chow, that's way too big. Let's do this. Let's go new slide, and I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to go step 1, and I'm going to drag again down here in the corner, or if I just go up on the side and get a double arrow, I can click and drag it over. I'm going to leave this text box here because that's going to give parameters for how big my celery can be. And so we'll just use that for now. And I'm going to do another new slide. And I'm going to drag in the next step. And I'm going to call this step 2. 2-finger click, new slide. Step 3. And I'm going to drag in the next one. And 2-finger click, new slide. We'll call this step 4. And now we're dipping the celery in, and it's starting to soak it up. And last but not least, we have step 5. I believe I told you to have 5 pictures, so you'll actually have 6 slides because you'll have the intro slide too. So I'm going to click this green button, and it's going to make it go all the way to the full screen. So when you are done, this is what it should look like. My celery project by your names. Click. Step 1. Take celery. And maybe you want to have different steps. This is just what I came up with. I wasn't in your science class. I don't know. Step 2, get a cup full of colored water. Step 3, put the celery in the cup. Step 4, it starts to soak it up. Step 5, hooray, it's a big, beautiful pink celery plant. In the end. So now you need to save this because I want to see your awesome work here in computer class. So you can go up to the top and go to File and go to Save As, not Save, Save As. And you're going to call this 1 dash, whatever your name is or your names, and then another dash. The dash is right next to the 0, and then celery. And make sure to save it to the desktop so you know where it is. Click Save, and then I would love to see this when I get back. So, good luck. I hope this works well for you.